So I quit teaching. I actually only quit teaching on the Saturday that just passed, and today is Tuesday, so it's still kind of a fresh announcement, even to my family, even to everyone pretty much. But I definitely wanted to make a video and announce this to you guys because it's something that I've always discussed for my future. So I've decided I no longer want to be a teacher. I don't see it in my future. I don't feel a passion for it. I don't know. I genuinely don't feel like I would be happy being a teacher, which kind of sucks because, as most of you know, or some of you may have known, I'm in my 4th year of teaching, and last week I completed my first week of my final internship ever. So if I continued with that internship for the full 10 weeks, if I continued and finished it, I would be a teacher in 10 weeks time, essentially. But something snapped in me at the end of this week, or last week I should say. This is not you, what are you doing? So I've decided to drop it, and I am pretty much changing my entire life. So there's really no really easy way to explain this. Like, it's not something that just kind of happened all at once. It's an accumulation of just kind of uncertainty and just, I really don't know how to put it into words, so I don't know if you guys are going to really understand what I'm trying to put through. But yeah, I just genuinely didn't think I would be happy as a teacher, and the really massive turning point that really got me to that stage of realizing that I don't want to be a teacher is when I was in the staff room last week. I sat there and I thought, do I want to be paid to do this? Without even a second of thought, I said, in my head, obviously not out loud, but I said no. Like, I don't even want to be paid to do this job. So that was just a massive red flag for me, and I don't know, it's just an accumulation of, I don't know if I want to do this, I don't know if I'm suited for it, and eventually it's just come to, no, I don't want to do this. So what I'm going to be doing is dropping out of my Bachelor of Teaching. So my degree is called the Bachelor of Secondary Teaching / Arts. What I plan on doing, or what I will be discussing with my program convener at uni, is changing to a Bachelor of Education Studies. Obviously not everyone's going to understand what that means, but essentially it uses all of the courses and all of the work that I have already done in teaching and uses them in another degree. So I'll literally only have one course to do to qualify for that degree, and I'll be graduated. So this way I'm not wasting all of my hard work, I'm not wasting the 4 years of study and all those assignments and all the courses that I did. At least with this degree, it's something that is more suited to me. So essentially, education studies, it can qualify you to be anything except for a teacher. So kind of on the smaller scale, it would be a tutor, which I'm totally okay with. I'd be happy to be a tutor because then you kind of get a one-on-one relationship with a student. And then from beyond that, you can be working at the Board of Studies doing things like that, research for the syllabus and everything. So I definitely feel like this degree makes me happier. Like, I'm not intimidated or scared or put off by the thought of that as a career aspect. Whereas with teaching, I knew that, one, I didn't want to move away from home. I live in Newcastle and there's not many teaching jobs in Newcastle, so the fact that I knew deep in my heart that I would never move kind of hindered my chances of getting a job. I also knew that I am someone who naturally, since birth, I'm someone who likes to sit at the back of the room and watch people. That kind of sounds creepy, but I'm naturally an observer. I'm not really a leader. I'm not really someone who likes to tell people what to do. And I found that that was really something that was jarring me as a teacher. It was something that I had the most trouble with. And I also don't want you guys to think that I was a bad teacher, essentially. Like, this surprised my supervising teacher so much. She didn't see it coming at all, and she said, you have all the makings of a good teacher. You can definitely do this. Why are you dropping it? And I'll be honest, I am a pretty good teacher. Like, I can do fun lessons, the kids really like me, I can teach a lot of different things. Like, I know the content, I know how to teach it, I know everything regards to teaching, but I just don't like the actual job. And that's the easiest way to put down to it. Like, I don't think I will ever find happiness in doing a job that goes against my personal nature. Like, as a teacher, you have to stand at the front of the room, you lead the class, you lead everyone, and you don't really get that opportunity to sit back and watch things and just, I don't know, that's just how I am naturally. That is not the role of a teacher, so that's why I have dropped it. And quite frankly, I'm happy being the little fish. I don't want to be a big fish leading everyone. I'm happy to be the little fish swimming around, doing their job and coming home and not having to worry about work following you home, for example. So that is my latest decision, and like I said, I have talked about this with a lot of you. Like, many of you know that I wanted to be a teacher, and some of you even are studying to be teachers, so that's why I thought I would particularly make this announcement. What I'm going to be doing in the near future, I don't really know. Like, I still have my part-time job, so I still have my contract job, I still have an income. I do have my YouTube. I also have other things that I can do as well. And also, depending how my talk with my uni supervisor and convener goes, I might be going into that other degree of educational studies. I may have that degree of education studies in my pocket just to have. So I don't have nothing. I've got a lot to work for. But I'm also not starting at block zero. I have a lot that I can do, and I feel much happier not being trapped in a degree or a career. And I think that's the strongest point that I want to take from this announcement for you guys, is not to feel like you're trapped into something, that you have your entire life to do whatever it is that you want, and there's no point in wasting your happiness or your time stuck in a job or a career or a degree or a house or a relationship or anything that you don't enjoy. So bottom line is, life is too short to waste it on something that doesn't make you happy. Unfortunately, teaching doesn't make me happy, and it took me this long to realise, but that being said, I can still get places with what I know, and I'm not left with nothing, and it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I'm not going to be a teacher anymore, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this announcement video, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.